welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic, and I'm Tanya Azar. I am a wife, a cat mom, an academic, and a Passion Planner ambassador. On this channel, I explore how I use the Passion Planner to help me achieve my personal and professional goals. And this month in particular, that is October 2021, I am also doing Vlogtober. So if you haven't checked it out already, I have already posted my first vlog this past Wednesday. In that vlog, I talk about how I do my morning routine. So hopefully you find it entertaining and informative. For today, however, we are going to plan for the week of October 11th through the 17th. But first, I'd like to take a look at the current week to just kind of go over what did and didn't work, or what happened, so that I can think about how to plan moving forward. We are, this is, as I'm filming this, it is Friday the 8th of October, so the week is not done yet. And as you can see, I'm traveling to Florida this weekend to help a friend. She and her husband are taking their first vacation since the pandemic started and since their baby was born, and they need someone to watch her. So I'm coming down to do that, to help them out. And you know, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't think, watched anyone else's child for an entire week, but I also have a lot of experience watching babies, so I'm really excited to kind of play the auntie role, to be able to play with Gwen for a week. It also happens to be our fall break, so I do have a little bit of time that I wouldn't otherwise have. Now, this week was actually a really good week. This week, my students in my honors classes, they had to launch a campaign on campus, and they did such an amazing job. I mean, a big part of the best things that happened this week are related to the campaign. You know, the things they created, you know, the amount of energy they generated, especially given how tapped everyone feels right now. It just was really impressive to me, and it made me so proud. You know, it made me just so proud to see what they were able to do under the circumstances. So I'm feeling, you know, just coming off this week was just amazing. I also kind of leaned into the Halloween stuff this week, as you can see from my spread colors. I love Halloween, but I am definitely fierce about waiting until proper October begins to kind of really go into it. And if you haven't checked it out, I did post on my Instagram my Halloween decor, so you can take a look at that if you're interested. In terms of goals, I did a pretty good job, considering how much stuff I was juggling this week, of meeting my personal and professional goals. Today we'll kind of round it out with some academic writing goals before I meet with my academic writing group, or coven as we've renamed ourselves. And so I will be able to check off some of these things here before I start my meeting later today. And then everything else, I've either shifted or I've nixed. And sometimes I do end up crossing stuff out because, you know, we think we need to do things sometimes, and we really don't. And when we are prioritizing the things that matter to us, we realize what isn't, what should and shouldn't be on the to-do list. So these lists are really working for me for the most part. I really like kind of breaking up personal work and then my content. I think it's really helping me stay on track. And then these weeks, you know, I certainly forward plan. I put things that are fixed in here to remind myself, but I also like taking notes of what actually happened. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I do have a Passion Planner daily as well, the beautiful blush color, and I do use it every single day. It is like a really great ritual for me to take a look at what I have going on. I jot it down here, and I add anything extra that popped up between yesterday and the current day, and I decide from this list what am I going to tackle today. And I also use this space to take notes, or to add up additional things that pop up, you know, little things that don't need to be captured here, but that I still need to actually get done. And then some reflective components. I just really love incorporating this into my plan. And I've actually been doing the Pashtober doodle challenge as well, which I'll post about on Instagram sometime in the future. But So this is going very well the way this is, and then this is sort of then kind of what happened. What did we eat for dinner? What movies did we watch? This week we watched Scary Stories because I have the book. Oh, I have one of the books, volume 3, and I loved the books when I was little. I mean, they were so scary, and I love scary things. So I was excited for the movie, and the movie was good too. It wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be, but maybe that's because I knew all the stories ahead of time, but I still kind of liked the premise. We also watched Pet Sematary last night, which I haven't added yet. Let me go ahead and add that. But I will say that was scarier than I thought it was going to be. I'm like, how scary can a Pet Cemetery be? But it was scarier than I anticipated. Also, I had to yell at my husband because he chose this, and it was like, you had to find the one scary movie that a baby and a cat dies in. Seriously? Sorry, spoiler. I mean, hopefully you know what Pet Sematary is about. It's been around for a long time. Okay, so this week was a pretty good week. I'm feeling very good about it. And I think today I will be able to check off some of my important stuff, and I will feel great about this week. Now, next week, as I said, I'm going to, for the most of the week, I will be in Florida. I will be watching Gwen. So I did kind of clear, and this is fall break, so I did kind of clear my calendar of other things that would have been happening in this time. I mean, I cleared it / people don't plan things for fall break, thankfully. So what I'm going to do is reverse my usual thing, which is to pre-decorate and decorate a little with some of these tropical stickers, because I will be in Florida, of course. Even though this is not Halloween-y, it is appropriate to what I'll be doing this week. And so I'm going to put some of these down, but my plan is to kind of keep this loose. I was actually thinking, since I don't have a lot of things scheduled, right, I'm going to maybe use these spaces to either decide what I'm going to do each day and make a to-do list, or do some memory keeping. I'm not like a huge memory keeper. Like I don't use the planner for that purpose, but I've seen what other people do on Instagram and YouTube, and I just really kind of like it sometimes, especially for vacations when you don't necessarily have like things planned every day. And since I'll be watching a baby, there's not going to be like obviously things that we plan. It's just going to kind of be, whatever we want to do. So it might be kind of fun for me to use this space to record some observations about that day. I do have things I need to do next week. I mean, honestly, there's stuff that I could kind of shift off to like when I return. But I am going to be, Gwen is attending a baby school, and they want to keep her on the same schedule. So there will be hours of each day that I am by myself. So I will have time to do some of these things. So I haven't determined yet what. That's why I'm going to kind of keep it loose and decorate a little bit, but obviously leave a lot of space for me to decide what I want to use this for. I also think I'm not going to bring my my daily planner with me because, well, I want to carry less stuff, first of all. But secondly, as I said, I'm not gonna this is kind of a vacation for me. I know a lot of parents are probably rolling their eyes at that, like a vacation watching a toddler. But it is, and I don't need to have that kind of structure when I'm there. I can just focus on her and have fun with my niece by proxy. So I'd love to know in the comments what you guys have going on. Did you decorate for Halloween? Do you like Halloween? Do you like fall in general? Is it fall where you're at? This week our weather was more summery, if I'm being honest. It kind of shot back up, kind of humid and hot. But today I think is going to be cooler, and not exactly sure next week. And I haven't even looked to see what the weather would be like in Florida, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be humid and in the 80s. That's pretty normal for this time of year. The good news is my friend has a pool, so when the baby is in school, I can have a little fun in the sun. I'm actually kind of just excited to have like an outdoor space, you know, because my husband and I live in a dense area and we have a condo. We do not have an outdoor area to frolic in. And do I want to, let's see, I have some pink and yellow going on here. Do I want to bring blue into it? Actually, maybe. I do have some Tombow markers I brought out to kind of go with this like sticker combo. So, but they kind of go more with this sticker here with the leaves. But I am getting away, so I kind of like this sticker. Let's go ahead and we will put this like kind of here in the middle. I'm not used to putting stickers like on the week, as you guys know if you've been watching, because I normally have so much stuff that I'm trying to keep track of. But as I said, I will be watching a baby mostly, so I'm okay with, and I'm betting we will both of us be in bed at this hour, so I won't even be using that part for memory keeping. I love these little clear stickers too. They add a little kind of like different texture to the page, and bringing in some of those colors too. Now I'm not gonna go like full into like, you can see like the sticker book, and this is by the way, Park Lane, which I found in Joann's the other day. So glad to find something in particular that wasn't Happy Planner. But not gonna go straight into like all the summery things because it's no longer summer. But I do like the kind of tropical stuff. And I think maybe this pineapple, yeah, pineapple is a sign, if you didn't know, of hospitality. And I'm sure my friend will be super hospitable, so it will be appropriate. Let's see, do I put this here or here? Or do I put it here? Yeah, I like that. So yeah, I even put, you know, in my personal goals, which I won't have a whole lot of except for like, you know, watch the baby, keep her alive and happy. But to finish the third book in a trilogy, and I mentioned this in other videos, but in the trilogy I'm reading, which is the Broken Earth trilogy, and I love it. So I'm going to bring the third book with me, maybe even another book, but definitely that book, so that I can like spend fall break just reading, watching the baby, swimming in the pool when the baby's obviously not there, unless I bring the baby in the pool with me. For those of you who might be a little nervous at the prospect of me casually talking about how I'll care for a baby, I did care for my younger sister. I was 14 when she was born. I have lots of experience. Plus, I was a White House nanny, so I am familiar with how to keep a child alive and happy. Okay, so the sticker's coming up. So I think this actually looks really good. I don't want to overdo it. As you guys know, I'm a minimalist decorator. But what I will do is I will take my Tombow pens and maybe do kind of like a color, like alternating color thing going on up here. And make this like pop a little bit. And I would put, yeah, I'll just put a little color here to bring it over. Also, some of you watching might be a little nervous that I'm flying to Florida, of all places, in the current climate. But my friends are super careful, and the whole reason I'm coming down there is because they want someone responsible to watch their child, someone who's taken the pandemic very seriously, and someone who, you know, is vaccinated and so on and so forth. So I'm very confident that it'll all be good. Okay. So I do have some content dropping next week, but it's all planned, pre-scheduled, and I do have some meetings that are going to take place this day on Friday with students and colleagues. But that's okay, because this is the one day that I kind of bunched things up on, so that I would have just the one day of work that I would do that I owe to other people, and the rest of the time can be, of course, with Gwen and you know, in general, sort of relaxing. I think it's kind of nice that we get a kind of mid-semester time. And if you guys follow my blog, which I will link to in the description, I did blog about rest this past week. Might have gotten a little sort of spicy in that blog, but essentially talking about how academics rarely actually take our breaks for ourselves. We're often like, let's use this break to grade papers or whatever, and just know, right? We need these breaks too. And I think what we don't acknowledge sometimes is we use this time for work, and then we are resentful. We're resentful of our students, which doesn't make any sense since we're the ones that set the assignments. We're resentful of our institutions. We're resentful of our colleagues who are taking a break, right? Like we get all bound up, and I used to be that way myself. So I can say that, not coming from a place of judgment, but just coming from a place of understanding. I don't want you to be resentful, right? I want you to feel like you are prioritizing yourself and your family, and you are taking a break when you need a break. So I think that's it for this week. I'm leaving space for good things, definitely hoping to record quite a few of those as I get to know Gwendy B, and as I kind of have this little break for myself, and accomplish some of these minor tasks that I would like to accomplish while I'm there, and really just sort of relax. Please let me know in the comments what you're planning next week, how your goals are going, how this sort of midpoint through the semester, if you're an academic, or at this point in the year, this fourth quarter, if you're not, is going for you. And stay tuned for some more exciting vlogs coming up, as well as additional Plan With Me's. Thanks for watching. Bye.